Hi, my name is Deborah Nation. I'm a demonstration teacher from moderate to severe kindergarten at Bradley Elementary School. I wanted to share how I offer live sessions through distance learning for my students. So what I do here is I go to the Google Classroom and I push out each week a week at a glance. When the parents click on this, it will give this slideshow. This is what I open up each morning as I give live instruction. The first page offers all information on how to get in touch with me. I have office hours. As you scroll down, there's other pertinent information to the school site, such as our school-wide communication, distance learning objectives, classwork relevance, our success criteria, and then our distance learning expectations. I also have our social skill of the week. There's also a weekly schedule that I give to my parents so they know what to expect for our daily lessons. There's announcements, and with my announcements, I have hyperlinks to different subjects. So for this week, we were doing Red Ribbon Week, and then I would hyperlink the activity to it. I walk my parents through this entire slide each morning. We go through a calendar, which will take me, it'll hyperlink me to Starfall calendar. We run through the weather, and I would call on each student, and they would let me know by either pointing to the picture or saying what the weather is like. I also have hyperlinks to videos and a library. All of these Bitmoji rooms, a lot of them came from the creative first grade teacher. So everything I got, I was able to get from other resources, other teachers through the internet. I also go through, well, right here I go through counting the days. So this is a good counting activity. We count how many days of school, and that we know we're working on getting to 100 days of school. I offer different libraries because one of my expectations for classwork is to read 10 minutes each day, so they're able to select books that are hyperlinked. And there's also fun videos on whatever subject. This week we were working on spiders, so there's some games here, and then there's some videos right here. Again, this came from the first grade creative. If you go on there, this teacher has created all of these rooms that she's offered for free. After I make all these morning announcements and we review calendar, I go into circle time, and this is where we keep the routine of doing our good morning song, our alphabet, number song, days of the week and months of the year. Once that is done, as you can see with the schedule, we do a circle time. We'll take a 10-minute break, a stretch break. I offer music and movement through Go Noodle. And then what we'll do is we'll come back, we'll do reading and writing with our ELA. We'll take another 10-minute break, and then we'll do a math activity. So I'll come over here. I do have a token economy board that I use in my class. So when I'm done with my first circle time session, they will get a token. They also have a copy of this at home. And all of my students are working for a preferred item. So when you come on here, it will say the child's name is working for, and this is that child's specific preferred item. So at the end of today's session, they will earn 5 tokens, and they will get that preferred item at home. There's, just for the holiday, I did create different token boards. So just to add variety, and then the parents are able to use these boards if they want to. So we go into ELA. Each day has its own slide. So for example, from Monday, we're going to do some reading through our adopted curriculum at our school site, and then we're going to do some name tracing. Then we'll take another break, a 10-minute break through Go Noodle, which is hyperlinked, and then we'll come back and we'll work on math activities. And then I have different things. We have boom cards, visual math manipulatives, which kind of gives you this slide right here, and it's all interactive. You also have, there's a charts here. So there's lots, I have a lot of resources all linked in this one area for the parents. These are also activities that I review during the session with them. So it's kind of an I do, we do, and then you do again for classwork, and you'll see that as we go on. Every Monday is the same thing, same subjects. We're doing ELSB, which is our adopted curriculum, and name tracing. Math, we do number identification and counting. On Tuesdays, we'll do letter identification, and we'll do counting items in the environment. I always have 20 minutes of activity for the students, which is our break time. And then I always, at the end, I offer, if there's time, we work on the other domains. So for example, this week I highlighted community, and we're working on various safety features during the pandemic. So, wearing the face mask 6 feet apart. And everything, again, like I said, is hyperlinked. Then on Wednesday, I try to implement a little bit of the Gen Ed curriculum. And I explain to the parents, even though maybe our students can't quite use it, what I try to do is we use the pictures in the workbook as picture icons so they can speak to it. The parents can still read the stories, they can draw pictures. So we just differentiate of how the student can utilize that Gen Ed curriculum. I also offer vocabulary of the week, and in that, I was able to just look up different activities. This one's through, I went and made my own little chart for them to work on. Then there's also the vocabulary I would find on Teachers Pay Teachers, lots of free resources on Teachers Pay Teachers. We review colors. A lot of the times we are cutting construction paper, so we'll have red, blue, different colors of construction paper, and then we're practicing cutting with scissors. There's a video on cutting with scissors. I also have another library hyperlink to it of different colors. Again, all of these I found on the internet. Thursday, we review sight words. And so I have sight word videos and sentences. During math time, we review shapes. So it's the same routine every week. I'll just add different activities to give it variation. And Friday is our fun day. So Friday, we do our circle time. We'll work on art activities. So you see I highlighted, we still review something in the community this week. And then we also have rec and leisure time, so that we're going to make a spider this week. Our focus was spiders. At the very end of my slides, I remind all of my parents that these are hyperlinks to resources that we have for our students. We have the boom cards, IXL, Starfall. At this link, they're able to connect to the school counselor if they need to. And I do all of my communication through Class Dojo as well as the Google Classroom. So after I am done with all of that, I will come back at the end of session, which is at 10:30. So the parents know after 10:30, they're going to go ahead and go into classwork. Everything that we reviewed during the morning session will then be assigned as classwork. So I can show you an example. For example, today's classwork, we worked on the Alpha Sentences workbook. So they're going to go ahead and complete that. And then they're going to continue a spider count activity that we did in class today. So like I said, it would be an I do, you do, we do. And then of course they would turn this assignment in. So this is how I do live instruction. And then throughout the day, they're able to communicate with me through Class Dojo. And so far it's been working. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.